when I originally started, I took the silver package, and that was actually recommended. You know, just go with 5 machines, you know, to get yourself started, and you have a sample. So I've done that. I've placed those, so I'm up to 9 machines in place and waiting for the 10th to go in. Yeah, so the first machine sort of arrived at the end of November. Started playing with them, but really didn't look at going out physically to talk to any business until January, and it was the end of January before I even talked to any people about the machines. It was just spent the month of January just using the machines at our house every day, playing with them and getting to understand them. Yeah, so the business that I'm in so far, I originally started targeting car dealerships. I thought it was a great opportunity because I did an initial survey of the dealerships before I even got into the business and looked at what they were doing for coffee delivery. So out of the 4 I went to, 1 was great, 2 was barely passable, and 3 was just horrible, what they were delivering. So I saw an opportunity. So I've been focusing on the dealership. So I'm in a Fiat dealership in one location. It's kind of interesting. It's an Italian coffee machine and an Italian car. So there's a mix on that. But it is so we're doing a different setup there. They're charging for people who are going through the dealership because it's a dual dealership. There's a Chrysler dealership attached to it. So people come in, they're paying. So we set machine, there's a coin operation. So generally staff and stuff, they pay for it. But the Fiat side of it buys tokens from me, and they provide that to their to their clients. So when the clients in, they give them a token so they get free coffee. So in terms of looking at the business, my expectation would be the difficulty of getting a business to open its doors to allow me to come in and place the machines and that type of thing. So the interesting aspect of it since I've started is my biggest obstacle is not getting into places to try and get a machine installed. The biggest challenges I've run into so far is at the early stages was finding suppliers. But I've been able to go out and source some of my supplies from other suppliers directly, which has allowed me to reduce my cost, and so I get better margins because my price is staying the same, but if I can bring my margins down, and under the model with JBC, it's not a franchise, and I can have that freedom and that latitude to do what I want to do. In terms of setting up the business, the interesting part is promoting you set up your own business, your own identity, your own branding, and how you want to run it in your own area. So one of the things I looked at and I saw value is to develop a relationship with local coffee roasters. And so I just, from advice from someone else, I called all the top restaurants in the city and asked them who they were using for coffee roasters. So the plan was, and it was to find one coffee roaster. And so I just took that data that I found, and I took those top 3 guys that are supplying all the top restaurants and reached out to them. When I contacted them originally, they showed a lot of interest, but they were very skeptical on what the machine would actually deliver. And one of the major coffee roasters here said, you know, we've seen these super automated espresso machines. They work okay, but they really can't really deliver what we're doing in the cafe. And my thought was, well, I'm not trying to be a coffee barista. I'm trying to get as close of experience as possible what you get at the cafe, but in your office. So they all agreed to come to my house and to test it. So the first coffee roaster one that was the most skeptical about it, they came, and since then they've been back a few times. But in the first one, we went through the test and going through the espresso. They brought their beans, we loaded their beans up. We did test it. We played with the grounds, with the gram drop, And they basically came away and they said they were totally blown away. They could not believe the quality of the delivery of this machine. They've never seen a machine do what this machine has been able to do. So getting into businesses, I mean, there's a number of ways of doing it, and the company has other great business strategies and business development strategies they have that I haven't even tried yet, but they got great. And what I've tried is one thing that's working for me at this point in time, but there is a lot of other opportunities, and the company has got some great resources to develop business that's different than what I'm doing. And out of the technical issues, the amazing thing so far, and a lot of people have looked at the machines that's come through from the businesses I've been in and stuff like that. 90% of the times, the problems that's arisen at the machine has been human error and has been my error. I've done something the day before or the last time I was servicing, I've done something, or usually that's when the problem shows up after I've left. I've done something. I forgot to connect something, or I did this and this caused this. And so it's not the machine that is causing the problem. It's actually I'd say 90% of the time it's all human. Technical support's been fantastic because I've been able to get them on the line. Okay, I got this issue, and we've been able to resolve it. Like, I call technical support less now than I did 3 months ago, or even 2 months ago, because now that I've done multiple machines now, I've learned from, oh, well, that I had that problem before, I know how to fix it. In terms of my overall goal was, in terms of my first year plan, was to have by fall, because I basically started in January, really the business is starting by fall. I wanted 10 machines in place, and by the end of the year I was looking for, I wanted 20 with a 3-year goal of 60 in place. So I've already sort of met that goal, and so pretty confident that I'm going to be able to, in the fall, push the rest of the business plan.